So La La Land, wow. There's so many little moments about this film that I could really appreciate. And your character, Keith, he is one who has evolved with the times and he's changed with music and how music changed. But some people almost saw him as a sellout. How did you see your character?
Well, I think that was what he represented in the film was a more commercial approach, a more contemporary approach. And Damien wanted him to seem like it was kind of the sellout direction, but also still have quality in the music. So it was kind of an interesting balance to achieve, especially in the songwriting, because I wrote the song that was the main single for The Messengers and Keith's character. And the challenge was to write something that was still quality, but did represent kind of a departure artistically from what Sebastian, which is Ryan Gosling's character, wanted to do. So it was like, you want to feel like he's selling out a bit, but it's not terrible. So that was kind of the challenge.
I loved how this film really appreciated and brought artists and it was about artists and dreamers. What spoke to you about the dream?
Well, you know, I completely related to both of the characters in the film, both Ryan's character and Emma's character, because I know what it's like to move to a city and experience rejection as you're trying to accomplish your goals as an artist. I moved to New York and tried to get a record deal. I moved there in 2000 and actually started trying to get a record deal in 98. And it took me until 2004 for it to happen. And that rejection is part of your story. That rejection is part of the test you need to go through to get to the place where you can be successful, and it makes you appreciate it more. But man, you don't like it when it's happening. It's disappointing. It's disappointing for somebody to tell you you're not ready yet. Disappointing for someone to say, no, you're not right for the role. And actors and singers and other artists have to go through that rejection a lot before they get to the point where they're successful. So I could relate, but also know the power of that dream, the power of that ambition, that audacity to say, you know what, I can do this. And I can persist despite the fact that people are going to say no. And you got to have that.
Yeah, that intensity, that drive. Mm-hmm. Well, this is your first major acting role? First major acting role. So I know music's probably your first love, but would you say acting's now a new love of yours as well?
I really enjoyed it. I love being a part of this. It's a different thing to do, even though we're all performers and we're all in front of people and have to have a certain charisma and skill at executing our profession. It was something different for acting, and particularly in a film versus being on stage. You have to be subtle. You have to really understand the character and understand how you're being shot and all these other things. And you have to hopefully work with some of the best people, which I was lucky to be able to do.
Yeah, you worked with some great people.
Great director, great cinematographer, and obviously great actors. So I was pretty lucky for this to be my first major speaking role in a film.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.